All right, so we're here at the 50th anniversary of Comic-Con. We are here at the world premiere of Critters Attack. It's a big day for everybody. So tell us a little bit about your work on this project.
I was the puppeteer coordinator,
right,
and lead puppeteer for all of the critters.
And what was your experiences coming to this franchise and essentially giving life to all these little beasties?
Well, I've been an actor and puppeteer for about 30 years now, and I'm also a builder. So when the guys at Great Ape in Vancouver called up and they had gotten the contract to make 3 new designs for these guys for the film, I was fortunate to get the call from a buddy of mine there, Werner Pretorius, and he said, "Do you want to go to South Africa and make these puppets that we made come to life?" And I said, "Heck yeah!" So I went down with a couple of friends that I've worked with for a few years, Mike Fields and Raj, and we had a great time.
And were you a fan of the franchise before then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I think the first Critters came out, I was 13, something like that. So this
was right up your alley, I imagine, right?
Oh yeah, like Critters, Gremlins, blah, you name it.
Yeah, and Ghoulies are in there, yeah.
Right up to Jurassic Park.
Okay.
Know? So, yeah.
And I believe you might have a friend with you here?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is fantastic looking.
Yeah. He turned out pretty good, didn't he?
Now, this is actually one of the ones that you're using in the film.
Mm-hmm.
And would you be operating this individual the same way that you are here, or is there a lot more masking of you in regards to the shots?
There's a lot more masking. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. When this is Carl.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Carl.
And Carl's one of the background critters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Our lead critters actually have animatronic facials.
Oh, okay.
And so we got 2 puppeteers for that.
All right.
One that is doing what I'm doing with Carl right now.
And then the facial expression.
Yeah, would be an animatronic radio sending all the signals for the eye blinks, the brows, and the rest of the mouth and everything. So, and each critter had its own thing going on too. Some were more complicated than others, but these guys were all just hand puppets. And these, especially for a film like Critters, you need just these guys.
Okay.
They're doing a lot of biting.
Right. A lot of aggressive action.
Exactly.
You're right. Exactly. And now we've had a sort of a resurgence of focus on practical effects. Things like Star Wars have started to kind of go back and say, hey, we want to use more practical effects. We want to use CG to support those practical effects. Mm-hmm. What, for people that are maybe at home on the fence, they don't know the specifics, what are the benefits of practical effects that maybe they don't understand when it comes to CG?
Oh, wow. Hands down, practical effects make a scene real.
Okay.
They bring a scene alive. Like the actors will say time and time and time again, I love that is there. I love that I have something to work with. And it also makes things more viable on the opposite end. Adding computer-generated effects to something that is already here, I've been told by a lot of effects guys that it's easier to take what's there and
like manipulate it a little bit
and tweak it a little bit than it is to build an entire thing in the computer.
That makes sense.
And it just catches the light better. Like Michelle, you'll agree, right? Like you got the light here, right? He's got, he gets his light from all different angles.
That's true.
And then, move over here.
Yes.
And you got this. It's pushing you around.
It's tactile. Yeah.
It's real. And it feels real. It translates as real between the actors and the camera.
No, that's a good point, because I think that it's got to be hard to emulate that stuff 100% when you're just creating it out of thin air.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is there any particular aspect of this movie that you think is going to surprise people the most?
I'd say how much we got with what we had.
Okay.
Because these guys aren't computer generated,
right?
Aren't $20,000 puppets aren't. Actually, hold on. Okay. Maybe $20,000 puppets, but no, they got a lot of bang for their buck out of these guys, and I think people are going to be surprised at just how good it is with how less it was.
Right.
Yeah. So, and yeah. They got a lot for very little.
Well, we're very much looking forward to it. Super excited to see the return of the Krites. Yeah. So thank you so much for talking with us, and thank you for bringing your buddy here.
It's my pleasure. Yeah.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.